good afternoon from London. So just gone through that European cash market close. So we finished in firm territory today. That's despite quite poor PMI numbers out of Europe earlier on in the session. And we're also seeing the US stock market is trading positive as well, and that's slightly boosted by the ISM non-manufacturing number, which came in slightly better than expected, came in at 53, was forecast for 52.8, so a slight beat. However, it was slightly lower than the previous reading, and the employment component was not that great. It was the lowest since April 2010. But staying back in Europe, we saw a think tank report earlier that ECB may cut rates and implement more monetary easing. So we've seen quite a few institutions also speculate about rate cuts. And we've also seen that Holland are announcing that they will be voting on the EFSF vote tomorrow in Parliament. And last week we saw quite a few of the Eurozone countries voting on that. Now back in the US, we saw some other data as well as that ISM non-manufacturing. We saw the ADP employment number, which was slightly better again than forecast. It came in at 91,000. But we saw that the Challenger job cuts was an increase of around 200% from the same period last year. So it came in around 115,000 job cuts. And that's looking ahead to the non-farm payroll number, which is on Friday. And on that, we saw speculation on CNBC that Goldman had boosted their non-farm payroll number. However, they've since denied that report. Now, in terms of the commodity market, we've seen oil gain around $3 today. So started off gaining on the back of API inventory numbers yesterday. And today we've had the DOE oil numbers. We saw quite a large drawdown in crude oil of around 4.5 billion barrels, and also a drawdown in gasoline as well. So we saw quite a big tone in WTI crude futures on those numbers. Now looking ahead, there's not much left in terms of data. However, we do have the US Treasury Secretary Geithner a bit later on. But for now, that's it from me. Enjoy the rest of the session.